Hi guys, this is Laura from Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming, and I love to make dishcloths. And what I really like to do is make dishcloths out of new stitches. Well, while I was looking through a stitch book, I found this stitch. It is called the Thistle Stitch, Thistle, Thistle Stitch. And I thought it was kind of cool. So I'm actually deciding to use this stitch for my Nan's Next Knots whenever I make my curtains. So this is it. And I just thought that I would show you guys how to make it. I've never done a tutorial before, so this is my very first tutorial. The yarn that I used is Premier Just Cotton. I don't know why they call it just cotton, because it's not just cotton. Okay. I used a size 5.5 millimeter or an eye hook. I needed some scissors to sew in the ends and a tapestry needle, or no, I needed not scissors to sew in the ends, but scissors to cut the ends and a tapestry needle to sew the ends in. So if you want to get started and learn how to do this stitch, stay here and we will get to it. Okay, so are we ready to start with the tutorial? This is called the Thistle Stitch, Thistle, Thistle Stitch, and it is actually a flower. I am going to be using Premier Just Cotton. It is a 4-weight yarn, 104 yards, 2.1 ounces. And technically it's not just cotton, because this says it's 85% cotton and 15% polyester. So just cotton is really not just cotton. Okay, so the Thistle Stitch is in a multiple of 7 plus 4. So we will start with a, excuse me, a slip knot. So we're just going to wrap it around our fingers and then over and go up, over, and however you make a slip stitch. There we go. Now I think I just did it the wrong way, so let's try it again. There we go. So we are doing a multiple of 7 plus 4. So we're going to chain in a multiple of 7 stitches. So let's just do a short 14 stitches. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Now we also need the plus 4. So after you have done your multiple of 7, we are going to add 4 more. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so the first thing we are going to do is do a double crochet in the 4th chain from the hook. And we don't count the chain that is, or the chain that is on our hook. So there's 1, 2, 3, and right here is number 4. So we are going to do a double crochet in number 4. So we're going to yarn over, go in to the bottom loop. I always use the bottom loops. Pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So now you have 2 double crochets, because this chain 3 counts as a double crochet. Alrighty, so now we are going to skip 2 chains. chains. So here's 1 and here's 2, and that we're skipping those 2. And in this third chain right here, we will be putting 5 double crochets. So we're going to yarn over, go into this back loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So that is 1. And we're going to do that 4 more times. So yarn over, insert, pull through 2, pull through 2. Okay, we need 3 more. There's 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so now this is what we have right now. We have 2 doubles here, 5 doubles in this one stitch, and now we are going to skip 2 more. So skip, skip, and we are going to do a double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So skip 1, skip 2, and in this one right here, we are doing 1 double crochet and another in this next stitch. So right there is another double crochet. So now we are going to skip 2 again, skip, skip, and in this third stitch right here, we are going to put 5 double crochets. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so we're going to skip 2 again, and we should have 2 stitches left after that. So there we're skipping and skipping, and these are our last 2 stitches. So gonna yarn over and do 2 double crochets, 1 in each of the last 2 stitches. So there's 1, and in the last stitch, there goes the last double crochet. So that is the first row. This is a 2-row repeat. So we only have 1 row to do, and then we will do, actually we have 2 more rows. So this was basically the setup row. Now we have to do, this next one is the first row of the 2-row repeat. So we are going to chain 1, 2, 3. Okay, and we're going to turn our work. In the same first chain or first stitch, which is right here, we are going to put 2 more double crochets. So there is 1, and there is 2. This makes a half of this shell right here. So this is half of the shell with 3, and here's a full shell down here at 5. Now we are going to skip 2 stitches, skip, skip, and in between this second and third stitch of the shell, we are going to put 1 double crochet, not in the stitch, but between the actual stitches. So we're going to put a double crochet between the actual second and third stitch. Now we are going to put 1 more double crochet between the third and the fourth stitch. So there is another double crochet. Now we're going to skip, skip, skip 3 double crochets. we're going to skip, skip, skip. And in between these two doubles, we are going to put 5 double crochets. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so now we're going to skip 2 double crochets, or actually 3. We're going to skip, 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 and in between the second and third stitch or double crochets of the shell, we're going to put another double crochet. So here goes 1 double. All right, and another double crochet between the third and the fourth stitch. Okay, so now we're going to skip 3 stitches again, skip, 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 and in between these 2 last stitches, we are going to put 3 double crochets. There's 1. Oops. I don't know. Okay, let me do that one over. Okay, so let's try this again. There is 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so this is what it's looking like right now. We have a half of a shell, 2 doubles, a full shell, 2 doubles, and another half a shell. So let's go on to the second row of the 2-row repeat. So we are going to chain 3 again, 1, 2, 3, and turn our work. Now, we are going to put, this is where our 2 double crochets will be starting, because you see that we came in between them right here. So here is the first one, and we are not going to go into the same stitch. We are going to go between the 2 stitches, between stitch 1 and stitch 2. So in between the first 2 double crochets, we are going to put 1 more double crochet. So there are the first 2 double crochets. And then we are going to skip 3. 1, 2, 3. And in here, we are going to put 5 double crochets. There's 1, 2. I got a whole bunch of different things in there. Alrighty. 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So there's our 5. Now we're going to skip 3 again. 1, 2, 3, and in between the second and the third stitch of the shell, we are going to double crochet. There's 1, okay? And in between, we're going to skip 1, and in between these 2 doubles, we are going to double again. And here is number 2. Now we are going to skip 3 double crochets and do a shell. 1, 2, 3, and in here goes the 5 double crochet shell. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? And to end this row, we are putting 2 double crochets. We're going to skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and in this stitch, in between these, the last 2 stitches, we'll go 1 double crochet, and in the last chain of this one, we will put 1 double crochet. But my fingers are very... Okay, so I'm just going to stick it right here for now. Maybe. There we go. Okay, so there. So there is what it is looking like so far. We have the 2 doubles, a complete shell, 2 doubles, a complete shell, and 2 doubles. So we're just going to keep doing that. So we're going to chain up 3. There is the 3. And in between this stitch, we are going to put 2 more. So count 1, and in between the first and the second stitch, we are going to put 2 more double crochets, and this will be our half shell. Okay, so we skip 3, 1, 2, 3, and in between these 2 stitches, we'll go 1 double crochet. We're going to skip 1 double. In between the 3rd and the 4th double, we'll go 1 double crochet. Now we're skipping 3. Skip, skip, skip. In between these 2 stitches, we'll go 5 double crochets, also known as our shell. So that was 1, this is 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're going to skip 3. 1, 2, 3. And in between these 2 stitches goes 1 more double. Okay, we're going to skip 1. And in between the 3rd and the 4th stitch, we'll go 1 more double. Okay, so we are skipping 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and in between here we'll go 2 doubles. There's 1, there's 2, and in the last chain we will do 1 more double. So you can see how it's alternating, that in the 2 doubles you put your 5 double crochet shell, and in between the middle shell double crochet you put a double on each side. So this is what it's gonna come out looking like, and you're just going to repeat rows 2 and 3 over and over. So that was row 2, and let's go and do row 3 one more time. So that's 1, 2, 3, and return our work, and we are going to skip 1, and in between this first and second double crochet, we are going to put a double. There we go. And now we are going to count or skip 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. And in this space between these two, we are going to put 5 doubles. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so now we're going to skip 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3, and in the space between the second and the third double of the shell, we are going to place 1 double. Okay, well, maybe. Let's try that again. Alrighty. Now, we're going to skip 1, and in between the third and the fourth double, we are going to place 1 more double. Okay, so here we go. We're going to skip 3. 1, 2, 3, and in here, this space between these 2 double crochets, we will put our 5 double crochet shell. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So now we're going to skip 3 again, skip, 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 and we are going to put 1 double crochet between the second and the third double crochet, or the last 2. So there's 1, and then we're going to put a double crochet in the last chain. So this is what the stitch looks like. It looks like a thistle. Here's the stem of the thistle, and this is the flower part of the thistle. So, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and you will be seeing this stitch during my Nan's Next Knots. I will be alternating a thistle I will do a row, 2 rows in one color, so we'll have the stem in one color and the flower in another. So the stem will actually be in my base color, and then the flower part will be in my other color. But you can see it's alternating each way, so it'll be backwards on the other time. So, thanks guys for watching, and you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.